You celebrate your life. Celebrate the good and the bad, the happy, the sad, the joy and the pain, the sun and the rain. Celebrate life. Celebrate your life with love.
Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome to A Spiritual Remedy. My name is Sunshine Daye, and it is a joy to greet you on this day. Right off the bat, I just want to tell you that I see a world where clean and sober people who are laying down their weapons of mass distraction, are living their best life and loving it. And I get enough support for your personal transformation. Let's see who's hanging out with today. What's happening, Alina? So good to have you with us today, beloved. Thank you so much for tuning in. Wow, it has been just an amazing opportunity, an amazing life that we get an opportunity to live. And today, I want to talk a little bit about the importance of self-care, especially for those of us who are in a recovery, especially for those of you who are on this incredible journey of recovering what? Recovering your whole self. And taking time for yourself is not a luxury. And that's what I want to get the point across, is that taking the time for yourself is not a luxury, but that it is, in fact, a vital part of recovery. I've had the opportunity just most recently, as you all know, because I haven't been here live with you, of taking some time off. And though of course, I was filled with fear, admittedly, that the viewers and that my friends and that the people who I support here wouldn't come back. It's all unfounded. As you can see, there are many of you already viewing and listening and are back. And I feel refreshed, renewed, and on fire. So I definitely want to talk a little bit about what it means to take some time off, to have some self-care. And I want to know right off the bat, for you, for those of you who are already on, go ahead and take a moment and tell me how you take care of yourself. What does your self-care look like? Do you do a staycation? Do you do a vacation? Do you take a bubble bath? Do you go get a massage? Do you go and sit at the park or in front of a lake or a river? Or what does your self-care look like? Let me know in the chat what it looks like, because what I really want to say, hello, Chintzia. So glad to have you with us this morning. Ah, I'm so thrilled to be able to talk about self-care. Nancy says, "Hey, we got you. You are in our hearts, and happy you are re-energized." Thank you so much. And I think that is one of the things that is so most important about self-care, is that just as Nancy has suggested uh, in her comment right here, not only was I on your hearts and minds, and thank you, I appreciate being held in such high esteem. Happy that you are re-energized. Yes, and that's the thing, is that when I learn how to take care of me and practice self-care and rest and rejuvenate and do things that fill my heart with joy, my happy place, and be in my happy place, I am renewed. I am refreshed. I do come back with these amazing, fresh ideas and am able to continue to contribute to you, because that's my joy. That's also my joy, to be able to contribute to you and to provide that loving support and to provide those spiritual tools. And so I definitely want to suggest that self-care is a spiritual practice. Whoa. Whoa, self-care is a spiritual practice. So let's see what some of you are doing. Chintzia says walks every day. Yes, and if you do not walk every day, might I suggest that you get a dog, right? And because there's a quick saying in the dog community, who rescued who? Like sometimes we think we go and we rescue a dog, but in fact the dog rescues us, even if we, make the purchase and buy, like the dog rescues us because now all of a sudden we're walking every day because we're taking that baby out 2, 3, 4 times a day to go out on walks. And even if you don't have an animal, or a beloved pet, a family member to take a walk, taking walks every day is vital for our self-care. It's so important to be able to go out, whether it's in the rain or the sun or the snow, wherever it is that you are in the world, and to be able to intake that fresh air, to be able to use your body parts. Because if we don't use it, we lose it, right? And that is part of our self-care, of activating our hearts, of making sure that our blood is coursing through our veins and that we're staying healthy. Chintzia also replies and says that re-listening to your daily teachings is part of self-care. And I love that you said that, because listening to inspirational messages, making sure that we are absorbing things, but without it being like study and it has to be hard. If it's something that is like pleasant to listen to, that is refreshing, and that motivates us, like that is part of self-care as well. And I mentioned that it's not a luxury. Many people think that, oh, I have to go somewhere, I have to be in some exotic place. But I want to share with you that I once was working with a woman who kept having the same challenges over and over again. And my message to her was, take a bubble bath, take a bubble bath. And she kept thinking to herself secretly, good morning, sunny day. She kept thinking secretly, do I stink? Like, and when I come and talk with Sunshine and I'm meeting with her, like, do I smell? Because she keeps telling me to take a bubble bath. But in fact, if you have a tub, sometimes the lap of luxury is just getting in that tub, filling it up with water that is the temperature that you like, putting some bubbles on, turning off the lights, maybe playing some soft music, lighting a candle, and just taking 30 minutes to yourself is part of self-care. It's part of self-care, and it's not a luxury. It's actually part of our recovery and part of what gives us the wholeness, that we are recovering the wholeness of our being. It is in that place of doing this that we also get an opportunity to be at peace with ourselves. And when we're at peace in this place of just calmness and stillness, or even in the throes of joy, that we're actually so in touch with our indwelling higher power, with that essence, that power, that presence, that life that is our life, that there's no veil, there's nothing there that comes between you and your essence, your higher being. And it is there where we access and we get divine inspiration on how to move next. Nancy says, my peaceful mornings alone and evenings re-energize me. Yeah, sometimes we need to steal away and spend some time in the stillness, sometimes away from people, just to be able to bring the attention inwards and to comfort ourselves. You know, um, you know, you can begin by also transforming your home and your immediate surroundings into some type of sanctuary, having candles, things that smell good, playing your favorite calming tunes and pampering yourself is also something that you can engage in that really shows that you begin to value yourself and that you're worthy. The message, the subliminal messages is, I am worth it. And then as we begin to take care of ourselves, we begin to recognize this indwelling power and presence one more time. And when we're in that quiet, in that pampering of ourselves, that is not a luxury, but a must, we begin to actually, if you're aware enough, you begin to actually hear the voice of the I am presence. Now, hearing the voice of the I am presence doesn't mean that, you're actually hearing things, but it does actually mean that you're getting these divine intuitions and that life is good for you. And from that place, you can begin to even grab a notebook, a journal, a sheet of paper. You can even begin to use your cell phone on voice record and take an opportunity to begin to journal the experience. It might be some poetry. It might be just something that comes up that reminds you of the truth of who you are. And I think that that's what's most important, and that's what has been most beneficial for me, and why I'm coming back on fire, rest and rejuvenated and renewed to be able to continue to support you on your growth, on your journey, on your unfoldment. And that, beloveds, is what I bring to you today. The importance of self-care, the importance of just being still. And especially if you are on this journey of recovery, taking time for yourself is not a luxury. It's a vital part of your well-being. It also shows self-compassion. So often we are so compassionate and loving towards other people, and we get to remember that we get to have compassion for ourselves. So let me know how this week goes. I want you to go ahead and at least take a half an hour this week of doing something wonderful for yourself, of practicing self-care along with everything else that you do for your life and everything that you do for other people. Please, this week, take some time for yourself. Practice self-care. It is not selfish. It is not a luxury. It is a vital part of your recovery. Well, I look forward to seeing all of you again next week. Please go to our website. I want to make sure that you know that starting next month, I'm doing the 4 Agreements, and the 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz is an amazing book that really supports those of us in recovery. The 4 Agreements, I will be facilitating it, and we're gonna spread it out over several months. And so I just want to encourage you to sign up for that right away. As soon as we have enough signups, we're going to start it up, and we're looking to do it on a Wednesday once a month, a couple of hours of just us being together and really looking at how we can be impeccable with our words and how we can, in fact, advance our recovery and our sobriety and our lives and our joys exponentially. I look forward to seeing you all there. Until the next time, be well. Bye for now.
Thanks for tuning in to A Spiritual Remedy. Use the links in the description for prayer requests, to donate to Be That Spiritual Learning Center, and to join our mailing list. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And you can visit us at vidaslc.org for more information.